Paul Heyman has been absent from WWE TV since the June 28 edition of SmackDown, when Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and the Tongans beat him up. The 59-year-old was removed as the wise man of the group after he refused to acknowledge Solo as his tribal chief. Heyman was supposed to return to the WWE along with Roman Reigns at SummerSlam 2024, but that didn't happen. The former big dog called up Heyman last week on SmackDown, but the Wiseman was unreachable. And now, there is a possibility that one of Reigns' biggest nemesis in the company, Kevin Owens, could have kidnapped Heyman and kept him captive. The prize fighter is one of the biggest rivals of Roman Reigns in WWE and his bloodline. He feuded with Cody Rhodes just because the undisputed WWE champion had sided with Reigns at the Bad Blood Premium Live event on October 5. Moreover, Roman Reigns' bloodline in the past has caused enough suffering to Owens in the past 4 years. At that time, Owens was a face, and Reigns, as the tribal chief of Bloodline, was a heel, and his men had on several occasions beaten up Kevin Owens. This is one of the main reasons why the former Universal Champion despises Reigns and his Bloodline members. There is a possibility that Kevin Owens might have taken Heyman with him and would not release him just to take revenge on Roman Reigns. Cody turned heel at Bad Blood, while Reigns has been a babyface since his return at SummerSlam. Paul Heyman's return is highly anticipated at the moment when the Bloodline storyline is at a tipping point. Kevin Owens, too, is locked in a storyline with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Paul Heyman ties up Owens with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline storyline, and on next week's episode of SmackDown, Owens can release another video where he shows Heyman in his custody, demanding a match against Roman Reigns at any cost. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis had told Cody Rhodes that Owens wasn't allowed on SmackDown last week because he attacked Randy Orton. Owens later appeared in a video saying that Aldis called him up and asked him to be present on the show next week. Let's see whether Owens has to offer anything on Paul Heyman. Roman Reigns' Og Bloodline is all set to take on Solo Sikoa's Bloodline 2.0 in a 5-on-5 War Games match at the upcoming Survivor Series, War Games PL, on November 30. The contest would be to determine who is the real tribal chief and which faction is the real representative of the Bloodline in WWE. The fifth member of Solo Sikoa's Bloodline 2.0 was revealed to be Bronson Reed, as he attacked Roman Reigns last week on SmackDown. And the fifth member of Roman Reigns' clan could be Seth Rollins, as Solo Sikoa cost him his match against Bronson Reed this week on WWE Raw. Seth Rollins had rejected Sami Zayn's offer to join Reigns' camp against Solo Sikoa last week. The Visionary had cited his angst with the OTC. This week again saw Sami Zayn and the USOs try to convince him to come along, but he didn't budge. However, Rollins might rethink about his decision after what happened on the Red brand this week. He could probably announce himself as the fifth member of Og Bloodline next week. The WWE Universe thrives on drama, twists, and shocking revelations. But what if one of the most iconic moments involved the unexpected kidnapping of Paul Heyman? As Roman Reigns continues his reign as the tribal chief, the storyline of his bloodline grows ever more complex. Introducing a new layer of mystery, Heyman being held captive wouldn't just electrify fans, but could redefine the dynamics of Roman's world. Let's explore how this storyline could unfold, its implications, and the potential twist WWE might employ to keep fans on the edge of their seats. Roman Reigns is no stranger to rivalry. Throughout his illustrious career, he's faced legends like John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes. Each rivalry showcased Roman's evolving character as the dominant, cunning head of the table. However, as his storylines have grown more personal and high stakes, the one constant by his side has been Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman isn't just a special counsel, he's the mastermind behind Roman's schemes, a man whose verbal prowess matches Roman's in-ring dominance. But what happens when Heyman, the man with all the answers, goes missing? What happens when Roman finds himself vulnerable? The storyline could begin on a seemingly ordinary episode of SmackDown. Roman Reigns and the Bloodline Jimmy USO, Solo Sikoa, and Heyman are in the ring. Heyman, as usual, begins his trademark introduction when the arena lights flicker. A cryptic video appears on the Titantron, showing Heyman tied to a chair in an undisclosed location. The kidnapper's face is obscured, their voice distorted, but their words are clear. Your downfall begins when the one who feeds your ego is silenced. Roman's immediate reaction would be fury. The tribal chief thrives on control, and losing Heyman, a pillar of his empire, throws him off balance. As the show progresses, Roman grows increasingly paranoid, accusing allies and enemies alike of orchestrating the abduction. Meanwhile, the cryptic kidnapper continues to taunt Roman through videos, leaving breadcrumbs that hint at their identity. The suspense would peak in the weeks leading up to a major pay-per-view event like WrestleMania or Survivor Series. The kidnapper finally reveals themselves to be one of Roman's most iconic rivals, Seth Rollins. Rollins, a master manipulator in his own right, has always had unfinished business with Roman. As former Shield brothers, their history is intertwined with betrayal and animosity. In this hypothetical storyline, Seth reveals that his motive was psychological warfare. By removing Heyman, he intended to dismantle Roman's confidence, exposing his insecurities and setting the stage for Seth to reclaim his position at the top. Rollins' motivation would be layered. On the surface, he could claim it's about justice, reminding Roman that no empire is invincible. However, a deeper dive reveals Seth's resentment toward Heyman for being the puppet master who engineered Roman's dominance while sidelining others. A heated promo could add fuel to the fire, with Seth addressing Roman directly. You think you're untouchable, Roman, but the truth is, you're nothing without Heyman. He's the one pulling the strings, whispering strategies in your ear, making you believe you're a god. But gods fall, Roman. And I'm here to make sure you do. The temporary removal of Heyman from Roman's side would be a game changer. Without his trusted advisor, Roman would be forced to rely on his instincts, his family, and his own wit. This vulnerability could create internal strife within the bloodline, with Solo Sikoa stepping up to fill Heyman's shoes or Jimmy USO questioning Roman's leadership. The absence of Heyman would also highlight Roman's human side, showcasing his desperation and fear for the first time in years. Fans have grown accustomed to Roman's cold, calculated demeanor, but this storyline could peel back those layers, adding depth to his character. WWE is known for its twists, and this storyline wouldn't be complete without one. What if Paul Heyman wasn't entirely innocent? After his eventual rescue, a shocking revelation could come to light. Heyman had secretly orchestrated his own kidnapping. Why would Heyman betray Roman? The answer lies in power. Heyman could claim that Roman had grown too dependent on him, refusing to acknowledge Heyman's role in his success. The staged kidnapping was Heyman's way of reminding Roman and the WWE Universe of his importance. In a dramatic turn, Heyman could deliver a scathing promo. I built the tribal chief. I made you the head of the table. But you forgot who gave you the crown. So I took it all away, just to prove that without me, you're nothing. This twist would add an entirely new dimension to the storyline, creating a rift between Roman and Heyman, while opening the door for new alliances and betrayals. The storyline's implications would be far-reaching. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. This rivalry would reignite with unprecedented stakes. Seth's mind games, combined with Roman's desperation to reclaim his lost control, would create unforgettable matches and promos. Paul Heyman's redemption arc. If Heyman's betrayal is revealed, he could either double down on his actions or seek redemption, aligning with a new superstar to topple Roman. The bloodline's evolution. the internal dynamics of the bloodline would shift dramatically. Solo Sikoa or Jimmy USO might step into more prominent leadership roles, challenging Roman's authority. The rise of new contenders. With Roman distracted by the fallout, other superstars, Cody, Rhodes, Knight, or even a returning legend could seize the opportunity to challenge for the Universal Championship. WWE thrives on larger-than-life storytelling, and this narrative checks all the boxes. It's personal, unpredictable, and emotionally charged. Fans would be drawn to the mystery of Heyman's disappearance, the psychological warfare between Seth and Roman, and the ultimate twist of Heyman's betrayal. Moreover, it provides a fresh angle for Roman Reigns, who has dominated WWE for years. By introducing vulnerability and internal conflict, the storyline would add new layers to his character, ensuring his reign remains compelling. The kidnapping of Paul Heyman, orchestrated by Seth Rollins, with a potential twist of Heyman's secret betrayal, would be one of WWE's most memorable storylines. It's a narrative that combines mystery, betrayal, and psychological drama, with far-reaching implications for Roman Reigns, the bloodline, and the entire WWE roster. In the world of sports entertainment, where the unexpected reigns supreme, this storyline would cement its place as an iconic chapter in WWE history.